To wrap up the show this morning, the conversation is still on online marketing, and we're not going to do the conversation alone. Adi and I started this conversation with how you can do it yourself, and also, how you can. We gave you some facts on online marketing and whatnot.
Yes.
Now we have our guest. He's a professional digital marketer. His name is Kolawole Fagite. Good morning. How are you doing?
Hi, good morning, Bolade. It's good to be here.
Thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
All right. So now I have a quick question for you now. So how does online marketing affect how does online marketing affect business startups?
Well, I'm of this school of thought that the future is digital. But the interesting thing is that the future is already here. So it's either you're digital, you go digital, or your business dies, because it's long gone are the days when traditional marketing just does it, which is newspapers and, let's say, billboards and all. It's now time when the world is on. The world is mobile.
Yeah.
So it's either you go digital or you don't exist at all. So I think that's a good start.
What is the key difference between traditional marketing and online marketing?
Well, traditional marketing is what happened before the advent of the internet. That newspaper review, when you have the center spread pages and all. Remember those days when you would have to wait for the breaking news, what the news is saying the next day. I remember while growing up, I would have to wait for. I don't want to drop names of the reigning newspaper. Yeah. I don't want to drop names of brands, but you have to wait for those soft sell magazines or news to get what is happening. But presently, digital marketing is when you are leveraging on technology to pass information about your brand, about your brand, your company, your services, your product, and whatever you choose to offer. And the interesting thing is that it's at your fingertip, at the speed of light. So that's the difference. Traditional marketing was rather slow, but now it's pretty fast. That's the difference. Leveraging on technology to use social media and technology to sell your business. That's I don't want to just do too much English.
Now I would like you to talk about how important it is for businesses to employ the use of online marketing and advice to everyone that is actually looking into it, and also not having enough money to get people, but they can actually do it themselves, how they can go about that.
All right, yes. The 21st century literate is that person that doesn't see the need for you to unlearn, relearn, and learn again. So Google is your friend. Like they say that if you want to hide something from an African, you keep it in the book. So if presently, yes, expensive and cheap is relative, but yes, buy cheap, buy twice. So when I want to talk about, if I would talk about you doing it yourself and you don't have the money, you have to pay a price, and that price is the knowledge and study. I'm not trying to blow my trumpet. Like the industry is quite competitive, so you need to be pretty step ahead of others on learning. And there's a trend now. Tomorrow you are so sure Zuckerberg has written something new, so you just have to just learn. So go on Google, study. So in your own little way, you could just try and handle your business. But if it gets a little bit, there are DIYs, but when it gets pretty technical, you can now try and seek the advice and the counsel of a professional digital marketer, and let's say digital marketer with strategy to help you sell your brand. But as a business owner, if you feel you cannot afford it, pay the price by just teaching yourself DIYs. For example, I don't need to call an electrician to fix my bulb. I need to call an electrician to, let's say, possibly change socket. It's quite simple. It's time to get handy, unlearn, relearn. The world is moving, so it's either you are moving or you'll be forgotten at the train station.
Thank you so much, Colin.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. We'd like to have more of this conversation with you some other time.
It would be my pleasure. Thank you so much.
All right. Once a major thank you for joining us this morning.